Nobody was more surprised than me when I was diagnosed as colorblind. Came right out of the purple. Cheers, Martin. And thanks for watching Shave&Butcher today. I'm very, very excited. I hope I won't be disappointed. I honed my first straight razor, so I'll be shaving with that today. I promised myself I'll upload the video no matter what the result is. And the result could be poor, you never know. It cuts hair off my arm, so it's sharp enough to cut hair, but is it sharp enough for straight razor shaving early morning? And is it going to be comfortable? So this is a Swedish razor, SSA, Swedish steel, and wow, it's been interesting. I've been really busy, so sorry for the gap between videos. Busy working mainly, and I've been off to the royal capital of Sweden, GA7 brush by Jeff Anderson, and I'm shaving with French traditional shaving soap, Osma, which is barbershop, my favorite barbershop, pretty much straight out barbershop. Yeah, so Matti Lindholm has been teaching me, and he changed careers not long ago, maybe a year ago or so, and now he's a teacher. He teaches, what do you teach, Matti? Wood shop or metal shop or something? Anyway, if you know Matti, you know he can manufacture pretty much anything. He turns brushes. He's made a razor. He makes really good soap. I have a brush stand, aftershaves, you name it, he can do it. He can also do teaching very well, and basically Matti sent 2 videos that he made on the basics of straight razor shaving. Jesus, this is behaving like a Mitchell's Wolfpack today. I don't know what's up with it. And he also made a special video for me in Swedish, which was extremely helpful. So all I've done is try to follow his advice by watching his videos, and we'll see what the result is. But I've been, not so much now, but before I made an attempt at honing razors maybe 5-6 years ago, and I was watching a lot of videos then on tips, you know, advice, basics, etc., and couldn't make it work. And I don't know if it was because of poor teaching in those other videos, but in any event, whether I did it correctly or not, I understand what Matti's trying to get across. You know, he's a phenomenal teacher, and at the end of the day, even if it's not today, I will manage to put decent edges on straight razors. I'm sure I will. I've committed, and I think you need to. You can't do it sort of half-heartedly, because it's tricky and you're going to make mistakes and it's going to take time and it's going to be frustrating, I'm sure. And all I'm trying to do today is see if I can actually execute a shave. I'm not expecting it to be grand by any standard, but you need a good teacher. Except if you have, you know, marvelous hands. If you're one of those persons who can do anything with their hands, if they just put their mind to it, because I know there are people like that out there. I'm not really one of them. So if you don't have this talent, this automatic talent for fixing things, for making things work, you need a good teacher. And Matti so far has been brilliant. He's very good at explaining theory. He's very good at explaining what he does when he goes through the routine of, you know, and the stages of honing. So hats off to Matti. And I'm not gonna link the video he made for me, but if you speak Swedish, you can ask him. You can ask him if he can send it, or if it's okay that I send it, because that was brilliant for a novice, for someone who knows straight razor shaving and stropping and that sort of thing, but know nothing about the honing. It's very good. Okay, so the test is now. Here we go. Rock and roll. Yeah, can you hear it? It's cutting off hair. And it's actually doing it without any effort. Wow. That's not bad. Wow. It's worked. I choose a razor I know is good. I know someone made it sharp, I guess Niklas, once upon a time. So I thought that was easier, rather than starting with a razor that's in my junk drawer where no one skilled has looked at it. I think it's cutting hair. And it feels good. It actually feels good. As if I messed a razor like that up, I know someone can bring it back and I can start again. There's no tugging, zero. So unless it's actually not cutting off hair, it's actually pretty good. But the real test of a razor edge is on the second pass for me, which is the pass that goes essentially against the grain. So now on the first pass I go with the grain. So I didn't spend any money on stones. I spent money on a stone holder. So that was 400 Swedish, so a bit less than $40 or euros, because Matti lent me a finishing stone, and that little thing just moves around on the table, so I needed something to hold it. That's all the money I've spent. So I had 3 grits of actually Japanese synthetic stones since before that I use for kitchen knives. I think they're okay. I assume they were okay. So 1,000, 6,000 and 10,000 grit stones. But so I did that, and I got it to again shave arm hair, but I tried it on the face and it wasn't good. It was cutting, but it wasn't good. So finishing stone, called something in Japanese. I'll get back to that in another video, or I'll try and remember. Shubu Asagi, maybe. Okay, here we go. Real test. Yes. Hoo. You know what? That's a very good straight razor edge. So it's a good razor, it's an easy one. Just need a bit of grip. So we're gonna butcher ourselves on the first shave. Yeah, that feels good. Feels all right. It's actually cutting and performing really, really well. I'm so happy. So there are a lot of different techniques. I'm sure there are really wrong ways to do it, but people have different methods. Some use abrasive pastes on like balsa tree for finishing. Some, I think most people have a finishing stone. A Japanese natural stone is probably the most expensive way to do it. And but I still imagine that's what I'll end up trying to get. So you pay a lot of money for that, but they last you a long time. So the one I got from Matti is really hard. You probably never wear it out. So the slurry stones, as I call them, although they have a technical name, when you rub them on this stone, it's actually the what do you say? It's actually the slurry stones that rub off material, so they become smaller, if you know what I mean. And the finishing stone doesn't budge. I'm sure it does, but almost not. I'm a little bit blown away by the fact I'm not saying it's as good as Matti's edges, obviously not, but if I pick this up from the razor drawer and I shave with it, I wouldn't say, well, who honed that? It's actually pretty good. And again, I think this was really easy. I mean, I did kill the edge, and I didn't start off on 1,000 grit. I started off on 6,000. So I didn't grind all the bevel, the triangle thing down, but I did kill the edge and brought it back. Yeah, it's okay. Down here, it's actually pretty good. That's an area where the hairs grow in circles, so it's a bit tricky. Okay, shave done. I did my usual shave, 2 passes. So let's see what it feels like afterwards. Because the shave felt really good. Not perfect. Still some work to do. But pretty good. That's good enough for going to work anyway. Okay, so it's not a Matti edge, it's not a Niklas edge, but it's pretty damn good and it feels good. So I have no idea why it isn't perfect. I didn't expect it to be, obviously. So I'll have to do some figuring out and ask Matti what I can do to make it even better. I did see in the loop that, I don't know the terminology, but you got the edge thing, and then you have, the edge is like a triangle, right? So you want to have grinded off from the steel an even segment on the side of the triangle, so it doesn't go like this, and you want the sides to be equally wide, so and you want the angle to be, what is that, 60 degrees, right? It's too early for math. Anyway, you want the triangle to be like-sided and not be like this. So I did see in the loop that on the side of the razor, one side was very nice, the other one had a grinded off area, which if I'm exaggerating went like this a little bit. No idea why, but that's one thing to look into. So you got to figure things out for yourself, but it is very nice to have someone to ask. So yeah, first shave with the first straight razor I honed myself, and I'm very content, very happy. Huge thank yous to Matti. Thank you, my friend, for helping out. I very much appreciate it. I'll borrow your stone for a little while yet, if that's okay, and try and learn more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon with the straight honed by me, hopefully. Probably the second attempt is going to be horrible. I'm going to be pissed off, you know, because you have a bit of success, you think, I got this figured out, and then life smacks you in the face. But we'll see. So far, so good. I'm extremely pleased, and I'm very grateful to Matti. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Stay sharp.